It was a warm, breezy evening. Sam and Emma sat in their backyard, wrapped in sleeping bags under the soft glow of their camping lantern. The sky above twinkled with stars, and the air smelled like fresh grass and summer night. "I love backyard camping," Sam whispered, poking at a marshmallow over a tiny campfire. "No scary bugs, no getting lost." Emma adjusted her glasses, flipping through her sketchbook. She loved drawing the night sky, but tonight, something felt different. The air was humming. Then they noticed it. Tiny light, soft, glowing specks began to drift just beyond the fence line. They weren't fireflies. These lights pulsed in slow, gentle rhythms, like tiny hearts beating in the dark. "Do you see that?" Emma asked, eyes wide. "Yeah," Sam whispered, standing up. "That's not normal." The lights floated deeper into the trees behind their house. Curiosity tugged at them like invisible strings. "Should we follow them?" Emma hesitated. Sam grinned. "When have you ever said no to an adventure?" Emma smiled nervously but closed her sketchbook. Together, they slipped on their sneakers, grabbed a flashlight, and quietly unzipped the tent. The backyard faded behind them as they stepped through the gap in the fence. The world beyond was different, cooler, quieter, but somehow more alive. As they followed the glowing lights, the trees around them changed. Their trunks shimmered faintly, their leaves glowed softly, like lanterns. Flowers lit up under their feet, opening as they passed. "Emma," Sam whispered, shining the flashlight around, "are we dreaming?" Emma reached out, brushing her fingers along a glowing vine. It was warm to the touch. "No, we're not dreaming." Ahead, the glowing lights gathered in a circle, gently swirling. From within the circle, a shape emerged, a small fox, its fur glowing like moonlight. The fox blinked with kind, golden eyes. When it spoke, its voice sounded like wind through leaves. "Welcome to the glowing forest," it said. "We've been waiting for you." The tiny fox stepped closer, its fur softly pulsing with silvery light. Each time it blinked, small sparkles floated gently from its whiskers. "I'm Luma," the fox said, bowing its head politely. "Guardian of the glowing forest." Sam and Emma crouched down to meet Luma at eye level. Sam's eyes were wide, his flashlight forgotten in his hand. Emma, still holding her sketchbook, scribbled a quick picture of Luma, not wanting to forget a single detail. "This place is amazing," Emma whispered, her eyes reflecting the glowing plants around her. "But it's in trouble," Luma replied, his golden eyes dimming slightly. "The forest survives because of the whisper seeds. They keep the lights glowing, the rivers humming, and the trees talking." Sam tilted his head. "Talking trees?" Luma nodded. "Everything here whispers to each other. But now, the whispers are fading." Emma's face grew serious. "Why?" "A dark fog called the Silence Veil is spreading," Luma explained, his tail curling sadly. "It makes the forest forget how to speak. If the whispers stop completely, the lights will go out forever." Sam clenched his fists. "How do we stop it?" Luma's ears perked up. "There's still hope. Deep within the forest are 3 echo stones. They hold the pieces of the forest's original song, the melody that keeps the whispers alive." Emma flipped to a blank page in her sketchbook. "Where do we find them?" Luma's tail pointed toward the glowing trees. "One lies beyond the River of Reflections, another high in the Luminous Canopy, and the last deep within the Cave of Echoes. But beware," Luma added, his fur flickering nervously. "The shadow moths guard the Silence Veil. They don't like light or voices." Sam stood up, determination in his eyes. "We're ready." Emma smiled, gripping her sketchbook. "Let's bring back the whispers." Luma led the way, his glowing tail lighting the path into the deeper forest. The adventure had truly begun. The path beneath Sam and Emma's feet became softer, glowing faintly with every step. They followed Luma through twisting roots and luminous flowers until they reached the edge of a wide, shimmering river. The River of Reflections wasn't like any river they had ever seen. The water didn't just sparkle, it showed moving images like a living mirror. When Sam leaned over, he didn't see his usual reflection. Instead, he saw moments from his life. Learning to ride a bike, laughing with Emma, the time he had been scared to climb a tree but did it anyway. Emma gasped as she looked into the water. Sam, the river shows our memories. Luma nodded, his golden eyes serious. This is where the forest remembers you. But to cross the river, you must understand what it shows. If you fear it or try to hide from it, the river won't let you pass. Sam's throat tightened. He saw his own face in the river again, but this time, it showed a moment when he had teased a friend, making them cry. His heart sank. He had always regretted that. Emma's reflection changed too. She saw herself ignoring someone who needed help, too busy drawing in her sketchbook. Her stomach flipped with guilt. The river whispered softly, like wind in the grass. Luma spoke gently. The river isn't here to punish you, it's here to help you grow. Sam closed his eyes and took a breath. I'm sorry for the mistakes I made, he whispered to his reflection. Emma did the same. I'll do better. The river shimmered, its surface glowing brighter. The images faded, replaced by a soft path of light stretching across the water like a bridge. You've done it, Luma smiled. The first step to saving the forest is remembering who you are. Sam and Emma walked hand in hand across the glowing path. The river of reflections hummed beneath their feet, peaceful and calm. On the other side, Luma's tail pointed to a stone glowing softly in a bed of moss, the first echo stone. After placing the first echo stone safely into Emma's satchel, the trio continued deeper into the glowing forest. The path narrowed as the trees grew taller and brighter, their trunks shimmering like pillars of moonlight. Soon, they reached the base of the Luminous Canopy, a colossal tree, so tall its branches disappeared into the glowing clouds above. Its leaves sparkled in shifting colors, turquoise, lavender, and soft gold. Tiny lights floated around the branches like fireflies. This is it, Luma whispered, looking up. The second echo stone rests at the top. Sam squinted. That's really high. Emma's eyes widened. Do we have to climb? Luma's tail flicked. The tree only lets climbers who trust themselves. The branches test your balance, your bravery, and your heart. Sam took a deep breath. Heights always made his stomach flip, but he nodded. We can do this. The children began to climb. The bark was soft and warm, almost like velvet. As they ascended, the leaves whispered softly, encouraging them with gentle songs. Up you go, step by step. Fear is heavy, but courage is light. Halfway up, the tree played tricks on their eyes. The branches shifted, creating confusing loops and twisting paths. I don't know where to go, Sam said, his hands gripping a glowing branch. Emma closed her eyes, listening to the whispers. It's not about seeing the path. It's about feeling it. She reached out, letting her hand hover over the glowing leaves. They pulsed gently, guiding her fingers toward the right direction. Sam followed her lead, and soon the twisting paths began to make sense. Higher and higher they climbed, until finally they reached the top of the canopy. The view stretched across the entire glowing forest, drivers, caves, and distant hills of light. In the center of the top branch sat the second echo stone, glowing like a tiny sunrise. Emma gently picked it up, her heart swelling with pride. Sam grinned, holding on to the branch tightly. 2 down, 1 to go. Above them, the stars seemed to wink in approval. With the second echo stone safely tucked away, Sam, Emma, Luma followed a narrow trail leading to the deepest part of the forest. The glowing trees grew quieter, their lights dimmer. The air turned cooler, and a soft hum vibrated beneath their feet. Ahead of them stood the cave of Echosa Giant, opening in a crystal-covered cliff. Inside, the walls shimmered like glass, reflecting soft glows of pink and blue. Each step they took sent gentle echoes bouncing back, repeating their footsteps in soft whispers. This place feels alive, Emma whispered. It is, Luma replied. The cave remembers every sound ever made in the forest, but lately the echoes are fading. Sam rubbed his arms. Why? Before Luma could answer, a cold gust of wind swept through the cave. Out of the shadows fluttered the shadow moths, dark, silky creatures with glowing red eyes. Their wings made no sound, but their bodies left trails of black mist behind. They feed on silence, Luma warned softly. They love when voices disappear. One moth flew close to Sam, its wings brushing his shoulder. A shiver ran down his spine. His throat tightened, as if the moth's presence was stealing his words. Emma clutched her sketchbook, trying not to panic. She could feel her own voice shrinking inside her. Luma whispered, "They can't hurt you if you keep speaking. Even if it's a whisper, keep your sound alive." Sam swallowed hard, then whispered, "I'm not afraid." Emma joined in, softly humming a tune she remembered from her grandmother. Their sounds filled the cave, pushing back the dark mist. The shadow moths hissed silently, then fluttered away into cracks in the walls. At the far end of the cave, a soft golden glow appeared. Resting on a crystal pedestal was the third echo stone, shining quietly. Emma picked it up, her voice steady again. "We did it." Luma smiled, his fur glowing brighter. "Now the real magic begins." Together, they stepped out of the cave, holding all three echo stones, the whispers of the forest, ready to return. Outside the cave of echoes, the forest waited silently. The usual glow of the plants was dim, as if the whole world was holding its breath. Even the air felt still. Sam held the three echo stones carefully in his hands. Each one pulsed softly, like tiny hearts of light. Emma opened her sketchbook, revealing a drawing she had made earlier, a picture of the whisper seeds blooming, surrounded by glowing trees. "Luma, where do we bring the stones?" Luma's golden eyes reflected the stone's light. "To the Heartglade," he said, his voice almost a whisper. "That's where the whisper seeds sleep." They followed a glowing trail through the quiet forest until they reached a wide clearing. In the center was a circular patch of earth, soft and mossy. Tiny seed pods lay scattered across the ground, their shells pale and still. "These are the whisper seeds," Luma explained. "They only grow when the forest remembers how to sing." Sam knelt down, gently placing the echo stones in the center of the circle. As soon as the stones touched the earth, a low hum filled the air first, soft, then stronger. The ground beneath them shimmered. Emma listened carefully. The hum wasn't random. It was the same melody she had hummed in the cave, combined with Sam's words of courage and Luma's guiding whispers. The forest was replaying their sounds. "All of our voices are part of this," Emma whispered. Light burst from the echo stones, rising into the sky in twisting streams of color. The whisper seeds began to glow, their shells cracking open like tiny eggs. From each seed, a soft song emerged, a whisper of wind, a sparkle of water, a rustle of leaves. The forest slowly came back to life. Flowers opened in waves of light. The river shimmered. The trees swayed, their branches humming softly again. Luma's fur glowed brighter than ever. "You've done it," he said. "The forest remembers." Sam smiled, his eyes reflecting the light. "So do we." Above them, the sky turned a gentle gold, as if day and night were singing together. But the adventure wasn't over yet. Just as the last whisper seed bloomed, the ground trembled. A cold wind swept through the glowing forest, dimming the lights once more. The air thickened, turning heavy and gray. Sam looked up. Above the treetops, a swirling black cloud began to form. The silence veil had returned. "It's not over," Emma shouted, clutching her sketchbook as pages fluttered in the wind. Luma's fur rippled, his golden glow flickering. The silence veil was feeding off the forest silence. Now that the whispers are returning, it's angry. From the dark sky, shadowy tendrils reached down, curling around the trees, trying to pull the light back into silence. Sam gritted his teeth. "We won't let it." Emma flipped open her sketchbook and began drawing fast, her pencil moving with determination. She sketched the whisper seeds, the echo stones, and the glowing forest, capturing the memory of everything they'd seen. The forest needs more than just whispers, Emma realized aloud. It needs stories, memories, things to hold on to. Sam joined her, speaking out loud as Emma drew. "Remember the river of reflections, the luminous canopy, the cave of echoes." Luma stood at their side, his tail glowing like a torch. Say it louder. Let the forest hear you. Together, Sam and Emma shouted the names of every magical place they'd visited, every creature they'd met, and every lesson they'd learned. The whisper seeds pulsed brighter, echoing their voices. The silence veil writhed, its shadowy tendrils twisting in the air. The more Sam and Emma spoke, the weaker it became. Emma drew a final image, herself, Sam, and Luma standing in the glowing forest together. With a loud final hum, the whisper seeds released a wave of light, warm, soft, and unstoppable. It washed over the silence veil, breaking it apart like morning sun scattering fog. The shadows vanished. The forest shimmered, brighter than ever before. Sam and Emma stood quietly, breathing in the fresh, glowing air. "We saved it," Sam whispered. "No," Luma corrected softly, smiling. "You helped it remember itself." The forest breathes with a gentle, ethereal sound, each note resonating with the hum of the whisper seeds. Sam's eyes widen in awe, absorbing the magical symphony of light and sound that envelops him. Trees shimmer with rainbow hues, their leaves dancing to the forest's enchanting melody. Rivers whisper happy streams, and flowers sway like tiny dancers, moving in time with the forest's rhythm. In the heart of the glowing forest, Emma gently closes her sketchbook, cradling it close to her chest as if guarding a precious secret. Beside her, Luma stands as a radiant beacon, his golden fur glowing with an otherworldly light that dances through the ancient trees. As if drawn by an unseen force, tiny creatures emerge from the hidden depths of the undergrowth, drawn by the magic in the air. Butterflies with wings like stained glass flutter gracefully, and small foxes with curious noses venture forth, joining the symphony of the forest. "I don't want to forget any of this," Emma murmurs, her voice soft as a gentle breeze capturing the moment. Luma responds, his voice resonating with ancient wisdom. "You won't. The forest remembers too, and it remembers you." In the twilight's embrace, Sam reclines on a bed of soft moss, lost in the canopy's ethereal glow. A moment of quiet contemplation, Sam asks, "Do you think we'll come back here someday?" Luma's voice whispers through the glowing forest. "The glowing forest is always here, in the quiet spaces of your heart. All you have to do is listen." Somewhere, a new whisper seed blooms, its light brighter than all the rest. The forest hums with gentle magic, cradling secrets in its softly glowing embrace. As twilight descends, the forest comes alive with fireflies, their gentle dance guiding Sam and Emma forward. Sam glances back, a hint of concern in his voice. "Will the whisper seeds be okay without us?" Luma reassures them, her voice a soothing melody. "They'll be fine. You've given them what they needed, voices, stories, and care." Emma whispers, a touch of melancholy in her tone. "I don't want to forget." Luma responds gently. "When you remember kindness, bravery, and listening, you remember the forest too." At the forest's edge, Sam and Emma pause, a palpable sense of mystery filling the air. Sam looks toward the forest, a hint of sorrow in his voice. "Will we ever see you again?" Luma's voice echoes with ethereal wisdom. "The glowing forest is always here, just beyond the edge of what you can see. If you keep your hearts open, you'll find your way back whenever you need." Emma's simple gratitude hangs in the air. "Thank you, Luma." As dawn breaks, Sam and Emma step into their backyard, where the sky is awash with gentle colors. The air vibrates with the joyful melodies of birds, painting a canvas of normalcy with a hidden magic. Their eyes meet, a silent acknowledgement of a shared, extraordinary experience passing between them. They realize they carry a piece of the glowing forest within its glow, now an inseparable part of their being. The scene emphasizes the subtle shift in their perspective, highlighting their newfound appreciation for kindness. They find magic exists just beyond the ordinary. In the tranquil backyard, Sam and Emma settle onto their camping mats, the rising sun painting the dawn. The tent flaps sway gently in the morning breeze as nature awakens with soft oranges, pinks, and the fresh scent of dew and grass. Bathed in the serene morning light, Sam and Emma sit in peaceful silence, each lost in thought. The unspoken truth lingers in the air. Time has passed, and they are forever changed. Emma gently opens her sketchbook, her fingers lightly tracing the drawings that capture their shared adventure. The glowing river, whispering trees, shadowy moths, and Luma's kind eyes come alive through her art. A soft smile graces Emma's face as a wave of tranquility washes over her, memories of the forest lingering. Sam, lying back, breaks the peaceful silence. Do you hear that? Emma pauses, listening intently. I think I hear the forest. Sam closes his eyes, content. Me too. In the soft morning light, Emma looks at Sam, her expression a blend of anticipation and unspoken questions. Sam shrugs, a playful gesture that brings a genuine bright smile to Emma's face. What do you think the whisper seeds will do now? Emma asks, her voice filled with hopeful wonder. Probably grow new stories, Sam replies, his eyes locking with Emma's. Emma's laughter fills the air as she opens her sketchbook to a fresh, untouched page, ready to capture new beginnings.